Toyota sold over 840,000 Celicas from 1985 to 2006 in the US alone. Leading to its production demise in 2005, the sales dwindled drastically. I mean, Scotty Kilmore dislikes this car for a reason. The 7th gen Celica had an all-new design, which a lot of people really liked, with its sharp lines, and wielded either the 1ZZ FE motor on the GT model, which was geared more towards FE or fuel efficiency, or the 2ZZ GE in the GTS model, which was geared towards performance and had 52 more ponies. Welcome back to Watch This First. Today I'll be going over the main issues with the Toyota Celica from 2000 to 2005 to help you diagnose potential issues or to help you with your buying experience. Let's get started. First, when I was very young, my sister had a 1ZZ FE or the GT, and it burned oil. From 2000 to 2002, the Celica GTs are notorious for this issue. This is mainly due to the oil seeping past the piston rings and burning up. This will require a rebuild to fix that issue, or you can simply keep topping off the oil, which is what a lot of owners do. This issue was mostly cured in 2003. Mostly. In the 2ZZ motor, the oil pumps are known to fail and destroy the engine during high revs. It's funny because the 2ZZ was built to rev high. It's a Yamaha and Toyota built engine with two cams placed side by side, one for low to medium RPMs and the other for high RPMs. The high-speed cam is larger than the other to create a larger valve lift, which allows for more airflow. When the engine is above 60 degrees and the engine is reaching above 6,000 RPMs, it creates hydraulic pressure that essentially initiates the high-speed cam. So the oil pump failing at high RPMs is a bit crap. If you're driving it, it isn't blown. So you should upgrade the oil pump to prevent it from shattering in the future and add an oil cooler. You will have to remove the engine to upgrade the oil pump, but you will be future-proofing it. The 2ZZ motors can have oil starvation during tight cornering because the oil pickup tube can't pick up the oil when all the oil is to one side of the oil pan. In return, that can cause the motor to knock, which would require an engine rebuild to fix that. What many people do to prevent oil starvation is to replace the oil pan with a baffled oil pan, like the one in the 1ZZ motor. However, for more performance-oriented drivers, it may be smart to upgrade to the all-aluminum Moroso oil pan. It is just pretty pricey. The baffles within both these oil pans prevents the oil from sloshing around, which in return prevents oil starvation. Do you hear grinding as you shift into a gear with a 5-speed manual transmission? Well, if so, that gear might be on its way out. The synchronizers for that gear is wearing out and would require you to replace it, which means a transmission rebuild. Yay! If you opt to do that, I would upgrade the synchronizers with the heavier duty ones as well. Some owners have actually reported using synchro mesh and AMS oil, which fix the grinding issue, so I'll definitely try to flush the transmission fluid with that and see if that fixes your issue first. Do you hear a chirp noise upon startups? Well, the tensioner pulley within these motors are known to wear a bit and cause a chirping noise. Not very hard to replace, and I have a link to replacement part down below for your convenience. Do you have fuel on the ground as you fill up your Celica? You just can't trust it. The Toyota Celica received a facelift in 2003. So in the pre-facelift years, the fuel neck on these cars has a check valve that breaks off and can cause the gas to overfill. You will have to replace the fuel neck for that issue to be fixed. It doesn't seem all too hard in my opinion. Pre-facelift cars, or 2002 and before, the lift bolts are prone to breaking. As you drive the car, the lift or the extra power should engage at around 62,000 RPMs. If you still have that power, I would really recommend replacing the bolts before they break. The job is much easier and you will be future-proofing the car if you do it before they break. To replace the bolts, if one or some are broken, it will take some hammering, fandangling in a funny position, and some simple extracting. I'll post an in-depth article down below of this process. You may experience rough idle. Clean the MAF with MAF Cleaner. With all these larger issues, I had to add a relatively simple one to calm you all down. Would I say the Celica is reliable? Not really. The GT or the 1ZZ isn't nearly as bad. You just have to top off the oil. Now the 2ZZ can be reliable, only if you remove the engine and do all the future proofing I discussed. If you do that, you will have an awesome, reliable track car. The same engine is in both the MR2 and the Lotus Elise. Because Toyota is such a reliable car manufacturer, having a motor that literally blows up due to higher RPMs killed the Celica's reputation, and same with blowing up during corners. And that's exactly why Scotty Kilmer dislikes these cars. Guys, if you enjoyed this video, then I'll see you in the next one. Hope you are all doing fantastic, and this is Chris AutoMotivate. Always appreciate and respect one another. I'll see you next time.